The chair recognizes a gentleman from Texas, Mr. Weber, for his 5 minutes of questioning.
Thank you, Chairman. Dr. Lynch, I guess I have to confess that I don't know a whole lot about you. Background, college qualifications, can you help us with that?
Yes, I joined HRSA in October of last year. Prior to that, I was an abdominal transplant surgeon. I'm board certified in surgery, and I've been a doctor for 20 years.
A board certified in abdominal surgery, and I guess without going to too many of the details, quote unquote, but there's other organs. Does that cover pretty much all?
Sure. So my board certification is in general surgery through the American Board of Surgery, and then I did complete a further certification through the American Society of Transplant Surgeons.
Okay, and I guess what colleges did you go to? Just curious.
I got my undergrad degree from Boston College. I got my medical degree and a master's in immunobiology from Yale University. And then I did my postgraduate residency, my surgical training at the University of Michigan, and my abdominal transplant fellowship at Emory University.
Okay, would you say that you have performed a number of transplants? Is it 20, 120, or what would you get?
Hundreds.
Hundreds? 200 or 300?
More than that. I don't recall the exact number, but more than that.
Right. And so most all of them, with your background and with your expertise, were for transplant?
After I finished my fellowship, I focused on transplant surgery, yes.
And how many years ago was that?
I finished my fellowship in 2014.
2014? You're getting to be like me, an old timer.
I don't believe I should comment on that.
Well, you don't have as much gray hair as I do, so I'll give you that. Well, let me get you, if you don't mind, to describe the events that led to the development of HRSA's report dated March 24th and 25. How did HRSA first become aware of these patient safety concerns?
So this specific concern was brought to HRSA's attention during a meeting or a hearing of this committee on September 11th of last year. The next day, the OPTN contractor directed the OPO, Kentucky Organ Donor Associates or Agency, to respond with records. They responded on the 20th of September with a single-page letter that disputed the substance of the report that was given to this committee, but did not provide any of the records that were asked for by the OPTN contractor. I believe 4 days later, the OPTN and the contractor closed the case. Now, this was before my time at HRSA, but HRSA staff who were in attendance at that virtual call were not satisfied that a thorough review had been done and directed the OPTN and its contractor to reopen the case and actually review the records that had been requested.
So when did you get on board with HRSA?
October 21st.
Oh, so very recently, okay. So you said the call was made September 11th of last year. Who made that call?
There was an individual who provided a letter that was discussed in a hearing of this committee.
Well, I guess without, violating somebody's privacy or something, was that a patient or was it somebody who worked in the industry?
It's been reported in the media. It was an individual who was a former employee of that OPO who still worked in the transplant space.
And who's still working and still there today?
No, they lost their employment.
Okay. If you were notified of that, I think you gave the dates, but how long, exactly what was the timeline? September the 11th, and when was it terminated again?
So they received the single-page letter on the 20th, and they terminated it on the 24th.
Thank you. How many individuals were involved in actually developing that report?
The report, that the letter that the OPO sent back?
And the response?
In their response, I don't know.
You don't know?
Who
has oversight of that?
So HRSA has oversight over the OPO and or through the OPTN, and that is why HRSA reopened that investigation.
And who in HRSA has that oversight?
It's authority delegated through the secretary to the associate administrator.
And we would hope that that's a licensed physician that has as much experience?
So the associate administrator, through the authorities that have been granted by the Securing Act, has hired in a lot of expertise, subject matter expertise, data analytics expertise, to assist with that.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.